Good morning, welcome back to day 2 of Car Conversations. I don't know if you watched yesterday. If you didn't, it'd be really cool if you did. You can find it on the page. So my commitment yesterday was that I would record the video and I would basically have it up, edited, and put it onto YouTube as my first video of the series. And I think the response was quite good. So thank you very much to everyone who watched and subscribed. And on this one, I'm going to put a subscribe link in as well on the screen. So just to remind you, it'll be really cool. If you need to subscribe, it's just to the left of the screen. And there's a little button that says subscribe. So do it now. Beautiful sunny day in Ireland. No sun to speak of. It is not going to be here for a while as well. It's been teasing us for weeks, saying, I'm coming out, and he did, and then went away again. We had like 3 good days of sunshine, and now don't. We're lucky to even have daylight. So it feels like it's been a really long winter, but you know what? We can't complain. It's a beautiful time, even though we have to wear jackets. And as a South African coming to Ireland, I came here right near the end of summer, so it was still cool, but just within a couple of weeks the trees started losing the leaves and bang, it was winter. But it was, in fairness, a very mild winter. But this winter just gone has been a long, uncomfortable one. But I mean, you know what, we are in strange times right now. But at least we have electricity to heat us. We have wood if we need it. It sounds so farmy. We have wood. But yeah, no, look, we can keep warm. And in cars, we have heaters. So you know what? We have jackets, big coats. If we need them, they're there. That's cool. So following on yesterday, it was really cool. Thank you so much for some of the feedback. I'm in my own car today. In Ireland, they say I'm in the Jeep. Now, Jeep isn't a brand of car, as I found out. Thanks, Declan, who was my boss at the time. He said, go and move to Jeep. And I was working for a company that sold cars back in the day. And I'm like, there's no Jeep. No, that one there, he says. And he pointed to an SUV, as we know it. I don't know what it was, but it was not a Jeep, Jeep. So Jeep, as I know it, is like what my father-in-law had. There's big 4x4 things, or any car that's not a sedan is a Jeep. Okay, so there's my free lesson for you today from Ireland. Getting back to yesterday's video as well, I was told as well there was an L plate. So my kids are learning to drive, not me. So that answers that question. Thanks for that feedback. No, I didn't lose my license and have to get it again. I'm solid on the road. Traffic is hectic this morning, which is quite weird. It's quite weird in Ireland. A lot of people opt to work from home. It's still very much a work from home culture, where a lot of people work from home on a Monday and a Friday. So for obvious reasons, you don't have to be a wizard to work that one out. But Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursdays, traffic is normally not as free-flowing as we'd like it to be. So that's quite crazy traffic. Yesterday wasn't too bad. Today, if I look around, is not good. And going west this morning, there must have been an incident on the freeway going west, because the traffic was mad all the way to the tunnel, and it was backed up like crazy. Anyway, a bit slow today, but it's a good time to be able to reminisce and speak to you while I'm driving. But it's hard to believe we're 5.5 years into moving from South Africa into a country where we'd never stepped foot on terra firma before, but we had a leap of faith to come here, start our lives literally anew. And starting life as a Gen X at 50 years old was, I tell you what, it was a challenge. And it was in the middle of that time. And in fairness, a lot of people passed away, and our hearts go out to the families of those people who are affected by it. And here we are in 2026, and we've got, I don't know if we have bigger fish to fry, but we've got some serious problems still here as well. We've got stuff happening in the Middle East, crazy times. Oh, there's the sun. Ah! Got to rejoice. There's the sun. No, it's not that bad. But look, it's lovely to see him pop his head out every now and then. But then you'll find himself a constellation of clouds. I wonder if that's a real thing. But a constellation of clouds to hide behind, it does get a bit gloomy. But like, there's a glimmer of hope. There's sun. I just love to be able to sit down and chat, just start a conversation. And today I've got quite a bit going on, so I wonder if I'm going to be able to work on that conversation later on during the day as well. It's so lovely to see dads walking with bicycles, and as you know, I love bicycles. He's walking with his little kid there, this little kid pushing his bicycle, and his kid is next to him. And they're just gone past me as well as a dad riding a kick scooter, not an electric one, just a normal kick scooter. And the little guy in front of him on his way to school in a kick scooter as well. That's just gas. Pretty cool. In the city of Cork, we have some very, very narrow little roads. And Wendy doesn't even like to drive on some of these roads because literally the cars park on both sides of the road. So you zip zap, a 2-lane road becomes a 2 parking lane with a gap to go in. It's quite crazy. And it can be very daunting if you're not used to it. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. Case in point where we are here as well, it's a 2-lane road with one of the lanes being taken up by parking, just gone there. So as they say in Ireland, your man had to stop there, wait for me to come through, and then zigzag his way in. Some of the things we've learned in Ireland here as well is we don't say that guy, we say your man there. And I've a story that Wendy actually had before we even moved to Ireland. She was living here with her sister alone, setting up for us to come over, which was a story in itself. We'll tell you all about that one day. Oh, the sun's still back there somewhere. So getting back to some of the things we've learned in Ireland, it really is, it's crazy. So we've had the Jeep, we've had your man. There's just so much here, man. I tell you, what a great nation of people, and they've embraced us wholeheartedly as a family. The children are doing so well. In fact, both children have adapted so well. I can't call them children anymore because my son will be 21 in a few months' time. Eden is already 18. It's mad, you know. She's got a month and a bit of school left before she writes her final exams. That's just weird. Tell you what, Gen Xers. Not everyone can be a Gen Xer. So fortunately, this part of the journey is quite free-flowing. But in front of me, the beautiful SuperValu Park Equive. That is spelled P-A with a fada on the A, I-R-C, new word, U-R, new word, C-H-A-O-I-M-H. And that, if you put it all together, spells Park Equive. Very cool. Very interesting spelling as well, which is another thing we've learned in Ireland as well, is the spelling of certain names. Aoife, Caoimhe, Niamh, just to name a few. Owen, that's crazy. Maybe one day I'll share those with you, but that's a story for another day. It's really cool. I dig it. But anyway, that is just some of the things we've learned as well. Some of the things we've learned as well is that accommodation here is a massive thing. And I think, as I understand it, after the crash, the financial crash back in the 2000s, the late 2000s, the building industry took a huge knock. And only now are they starting to recover. And obviously with a lot of people moving to Ireland because it is such an amazing place to move to, there's been a huge backlog in housing. So housing has been a problem. And I'm actually going past an area here where there was a couple of families living in a bush over there with caravans. And it started off small, and it kind of grew into this little mini township. And I've just got past there now to see there's a digger there, and You know, there's a few things that obviously everyone's gone now, but they've done a few things there to sort of level out the land, because it is in the middle of a development that's happening here on the marina, right near where I work. And it's a beautiful part of the city as well. It's along the River Lee, and they've made the most amazing walking and cycle path. It's an amazing area for activity, and I say amazing a lot because I can. It's just lovely living here, and you'll see people walking their dogs and walking the kids and riding their bikes. And it's on a greenway which connects this area of the city, which is in front of me over here, with passage west on Rochestown and so forth on the other side, close to where we live. So that's just one of the things that are happening here. And it's amazing, conversation can kind of start quite easily if you just open yourself up to the opportunity. And that's what I've done here with this channel, and that's why I've called it Car Conversation, because it's amazing what you see while you drive. And another thing about Irish people, super friendly. Just don't make them angry. Super friendly. Like, I've just gone past a chap now who is like literally fallen off his bicycle waving at his buddy who's driving in the car in front of me here. So super friendly people, very festive, very jovial, and it's nice to be a part of people like that, you know. So we've really grown into living here and adapting to people like that. But I got to tell you, the weather is still a bugger. Jeepers, you know. But you live with it. It's like a lot of things. Just suck it up, buttercup. Yeah, do that. We also have potholes in Ireland. Yeah, we do. It's not just a South African thing. But generally they get sorted out fairly quickly, which is crazy. Very efficient services here. So a lot of people moan and groan about it. But oftentimes I have to say to people, listen, shut up. Just suck it up. It'll take a little while to get. So if it doesn't, you can get hold of somebody who will make it happen. People here live in a tight knit. Somebody always knows somebody. That's what it's about here, and that's what I want to try and encourage with doing what I'm doing here as well, is that we know somebody. And I'd like to know you. Hopefully you'd like to know me. I'm not too bad a guy, you know what I mean? But again, and very humble. I'm just that guy, works on bicycles, plays a bit of music, you know, talks a bit of nonsense here and there. So that's it. Grand. So I'm at work now. I might just give you a little work tour just now as I walk around the workshop. But lots to do today. So have yourself a fantastic day and keep it real.